Hi YouTube! So today, March 8th, 2018, maybe it won't be March 8th by the time this is uploaded, but today was a 30-minute Nintendo Direct. I of course recommend that you go and watch the full Nintendo Direct. It's only 30 minutes, you get to see all of the trailers for all of the things I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to attempt to do a 5-minute or so recap, and plus I'll tell you how to feel about it so you don't have to form your own opinions, which is always nice. So here is everything that was presented in today's March 8th Nintendo Direct. 1. WarioWare is getting a new game on the 3DS called WarioWare Gold. It has over 300 minigames, and as such it's actually the biggest entry in the series so far. WarioWare Gold is coming out August 3rd this year. Also on 3DS, Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers in the series from Dylan's Rolling Western, if you remember that from some time ago in the past. A little bit less tower defense and a little more action. Full game will be downloadable on May 24th in the eShop. We learned a little bit more about Mario and Luigi, Bowser's inside story, and we got to see Bowser Jr.'s story now as an addition to the game. One really interesting piece about this, I think, is that the game is coming out in 2019. So we do know that Nintendo has support for the 3DS at least through next year, which is the 3DS has had a pretty long life so far. Not that I'm complaining. I love my 3DS. A lot of people are saying like it's done, Nintendo's not supporting it anymore. Wrong. We have at least until 2019 that Nintendo is still making games for it. We got to see a little bit more of Detective Pikachu, which of course has already been released in Japan, so it's nothing super new, but it's coming out later this month, March 23rd in America. If you really haven't looked into Detective Pikachu at all, watch the trailer. You'll get the idea pretty quickly. And announced today, newly, Luigi's Mansion is getting a remaster. It's getting re-released on the 3DS, not on the Switch. I think a lot of people were looking forward to this and hoping that it would be on the Switch, but the 3DS it is. It's the original game, just redone for the 3DS. There is a new boss rush mode, but other than that, it appears to be just about the exact same. I love Luigi's Mansion. I'm very excited for this, but I do, like many others, wish it was on the Switch. I only hope that this means that they're trying to push more people to the series so that maybe we can get a new Luigi's Mansion on the Switch. Anyway, Luigi's Mansion, the original remaster, re-release, whatever you want to call it, is coming out on the 3DS this year at some point, so... And then Nintendo kind of has switched over to the Switch games. So Kirby Star Allies, which we know is coming out next week on March 16th, we didn't really get any super new information except that there is going to be free DLC content coming out later this month. I'm still just really disappointed and cranky that there's no online play for Kirby Star Allies, so if you ask me, that's my major complaint. But that first free update is coming out March 28th, and if you're curious about whether or not you want the game, the demo is available on the eShop right now to download for free. And then, this nearly made me cry even though I just bought this game last month. Okami HD is being released on the Switch this summer. Yee! I own like every iteration of Okami and Okami HD that has been released so far. And I will also buy this one probably the day it comes out, and I will love it, and I won't complain at all. Sushi Striker, The Way of the Sushido, was a game that was announced this past E3 kind of as a surprise, like, what is this thing, for the 3DS, and we just learned today, or I guess last night, that the game is actually coming out for the 3DS and the Switch simultaneously. So it's just a really wacky looking, fun game. The music is excellent if you have a chance to watch the trailer, and that's going to be a simultaneous launch on the 3DS and the Switch on June 8th. Project Octopath is a game that we've known about for quite some time from Square Enix for the Switch. The demo itself has been out since last year. Was it last year? I don't know. It's been out for a while. And we got a release date of July 13th. We also did see a special edition that's coming out with a cute little pop-up book. We saw Travis Strikes Back, the new No More Heroes title, the third one. It looks like more No More Heroes. I don't think there's really, honestly, too much to say about it. If you really like No More Heroes, the beat 'em up Travis Touchdown style, then I think you're probably in for a treat, but it's kind of hard to say at this point. There is a neat co-op mode with the Joy-Cons, so that's new. One weird thing in the Direct is during this trailer, they said did we mention the adventure mode with all new story? Yeah, I thought that was the point of the game. If there wasn't an all new story or adventure mode, I don't really know what you'd be doing. Dark Souls Remastered got a release date, or maybe it already had it, I'm not sure. May 25th. And the Solaire of Astoria amiibo was announced. Doing his little... And then we saw a bunch of stuff from Mario Tennis Aces, which we knew about. I have to say, I personally was pretty pleasantly surprised with this. Usually I am the one who complains about all of the Mario sports games. I'm not really into the sports game genre as it is. Mario Tennis Aces does look really smooth and really nice, so I think there is a lot of stuff to look forward to there. We found out that online play was going to be supported at some capacity, so that's exciting to me, especially after I'm still angry about Kirby. We also found out that there would actually be online tournaments set up in the game, and that participation is actually what unlocks things like new outfits and new characters, so that's kind of a big deal. To me, that shows that Nintendo cares at least a little bit about their online stuff. And there's a Joy-Con swing mode, so you can act like you're playing Wii Tennis, but a little better. So that's nice. Captain Toad is coming to Switch and 3DS on July 13th, the game that already exists on the Wii U. Now you can play it elsewhere because I think not enough people played it in the first place. Undertale is coming to Switch eventually. This one, to me, was a shocker. I don't know about everyone else, but Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, is coming to Switch. Wow. There are 3 games that are coming to Nintendo console for the first time. That's kind of a big deal. And it's also interesting because when the Insane Trilogy was first announced, it was really touted as a Sony thing. And Nintendo just kind of like, thanks. Little Nightmares Complete Edition is coming to Switch. It's kind of spooky, cute, but spooky. That's coming May 18th. South Park's Fractured Butthole, get it, it's coming out on April 24th to the Switch. The DLC is also coming to the Switch, but it's not included because the game is relatively new, I guess. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition also got a launch date, May 18th. It's pretty close, not super close, but close enough. Nintendo really wants us all to know about the ARMS Online Open being available. I am glad that Nintendo hasn't abandoned ARMS. I'm glad that they're still trying really hard to push it, but I think it's really sad. Nobody plays it, and I'm one of the nobodies that doesn't play it. But if you're ready to get started with ARMS and not ready to make the commitment to buy it yet, March 31st there is a global test punch, which is 3 full days in which you can play the game for free. And then a ton of fun news involving Splatoon 2, which is extra fun because I was playing it last night on Twitch. Kind of rekindled my love a little bit, and then there was this direct, and then it was just like Splatoon, Splatoon, Splatoon. So we're officially getting version 3.0 of Splatoon 2 on the end of April, late April. Okay, there's not a day, but late April. And with that, we're getting 100 plus new pieces of gear, 3 new stages, one of which is an amusement park, which I love, and rank X, which is the 1 rank higher than S+, which is a joke for someone like me who can't get out of the lowest rank possible, which is C-. But if you're not as bad at Splatoon as I am, then you can maybe reach rank X. And Splatoon is getting its first paid DLC, and it's really cool. But it's an expansion, a story expansion, and it's called the Octo expansion, and it's really neat. You're playing as an Octoling named Agent 8, or at least what they describe as someone who looks like an Octoling. There's a really cool kind of cinematic trailer. It seems to be a lot more story-driven, really stylized and neat. Also, I just love the way that the Octolings look, so I'm so excited that you get to play as one. So this DLC is $20. That includes the 1-player story DLC campaign mode, and then it also includes the ability to play as an Octoling if you finish it. So that's pretty nice. I like it when they tell me all these things and I don't have to wait very long for them. It's my favorite. Thank you, Nintendo. But then, right at the end, Nintendo pulls through and they say they have one more announcement.
Oh, actually, we have one more announcement.
And by the way, at this point in the stream, it's actually been more than 30 minutes, and they said it was a 30-minute Nintendo Direct. And we get to see these cool 2 Inklings playing it out, and then suddenly the screen goes dark, and we're seeing the Inkling's face, and reflected in her eye is the Smash Brothers logo emblem thing. And we got this awesome silhouette of Breath of the Wild Link and Mario. Super Smash Brothers coming in 2018 this year. A lot of people myself included, I did not think anything was going to be announced, let alone to be ready in 2018. So, wow. Just wow. I don't think it's going to be cleared up for a little bit, maybe E3, but there is a lot of confusion about whether Smash is going to be a new Smash game or a port of Smash 4. My personal opinion is that it's probably going to be a new game with Breath of the Wild Link and the Inkling and different characters, but taking a lot of elements from Smash 4. There's still a lot of ports going on. Quite a few. And if I did my math correctly, of the 14 upcoming Switch games that were talked about today, 9 of them, if you don't include Smash, are ports. 10 if you do include Smash. 9 or 10 out of 14 is a lot of ports. Sorry, ports or games that are appearing also on other consoles. If I'm being totally honest though, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. I own a PS4 and an Xbox 360, not an Xbox One at this point in time. I haven't played a lot of the games that are being ported from other consoles, and I probably wouldn't, but now that they're on Switch, I might, because the portability for me is still a huge benefit. For me, this Direct was fantastic. It was just lots of new games, lots of Nintendo showing that they support the games that they've already launched and that they're really being supportive of the Switch in general, and Nintendo showing that third parties do at least care a little bit, even though they're showing how much they care with kind of older games. It's a step in the right direction is all I'm saying for third party support. So let's keep it going that way. So overall, hype, hype, hype. Lots of things I was not expecting, but I'm happy about. Still no Animal Crossing Switch. But now that Smash is kind of out of the way, that's like the one thing that everyone is going to ask for, and so that'll hopefully be the next big surprise announcement sometime soon. Nintendo definitely is going to have a lot to show this year at E3. I have no idea what they're going to focus on, but it should be interesting. Thanks so much for watching. If I missed anything important, feel free to write it down below and yell at me so that other people can see. Let me know what you thought about the Direct. Are you hyped? Are you pissed? Are you crying? I don't know. And make sure you join me this weekend on Twitch. Gonna stream the Splatfest. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I already joined Team Egg, so I hope that that's what everyone else thinks too. Talk to you later. Love you.
Tiku tiku tiku.
This is why I try to not wear glasses in my videos.